Can you tell the difference between the photo and the drawing? Most artists struggle with the complex folds and textures of jersey fabric. But today, I'm going to show you how to turn a blank piece of paper into this hyper-realistic tribute to an Indian champion. Capturing the glory of a champion isn't just about the face, it's about the textures that tell the story. Today I am going to show you how to master one of the hardest textures in charcoal, the fabric of an official Indian team jersey. We will go from flat outlines to a 3D, tactile finish that looks like you could reach out and touch it. Whether you are an aspiring professional or a dedicated art lover, this process will change how you see light and shadow. I'm beginning with the collar using a neutral charcoal pencil to map out the deepest values. Notice I'm not drawing lines, I'm mapping shadows. Using a small makeup brush, I'm lifting just a hint of charcoal powder to create that first soft atmospheric layer. For the harsh shadow tucked under the collar, I switch to a soft charcoal pencil. This creates the lift the fabric needs to look realistic. As we move to the medal ribbon, the challenge is the narrow borders. I'm using a mono zero eraser here, not to fix a mistake, but as a drawing tool to cut light back into the charcoal. I'm sharing an important tip with you is that high contrast edges are what make fabric look crisp. I'm layering charcoal powder for the depth and using the pencil for the fine serial numbers on the ribbon. It's a dance between adding and subtracting. Now here is a critical secret for every artist watching. The rough paper test. Never take a brush dipped in charcoal directly to your masterpiece. Always tap it off on a scrap piece of paper first. This prevents patchy spots that are impossible to fix later. If you are finding these technical tips helpful, hit that subscribe button and join our art community. I'm documenting my journey across charcoal, pastels, and color pencils, and I want you to be a part of this growth. Comment below what's the biggest struggle you face with charcoal. Now we are focusing on the structural details of the sleeve. I'm using a charcoal pencil to define the arm stitch. Important tip: don't treat this as a simple line. Think of it as a small valley in the fabric where light can't reach. Then adding the base layer of charcoal powder using the paper stump and the brush to create soft cloth texture. The BCCI logo is the heart of this jersey. I'm carefully outlining the crest with a hard charcoal pencil for precision. The key here is the negative space, shading around the letters to let the white of the paper do the work. I'm using a paper stump to push the charcoal into the grain of the paper for that heavy fabric feel. Then cleaning up the highlights with mono zero eraser to keep the logo looking stamped onto the cloth. Common mistake in charcoal is stopping too soon. Very few realistic textures are achieved in a single layer. As I build the logo, I am stacking values, moving from soft charcoal powder to sharp defined pencil work. It's this layering process that gives the crest its embossed look, making it appear stitched into the fabric rather than just sitting on top of the paper. I always build from the ground up, starting with that light base layer of powder. Now watch the arm. I'm using the mono zero eraser to carve out the iconic 3-strip design. We aren't adding white, we are reclaiming it. The subtraction technique is what gives the jersey that authentic manufactured look. Here we encounter typography. To make the sponsor logos and text look realistic, they must follow the folds of the muscle and cloth. I'm using the mono zero eraser to carve out the sharp whites. My opinion is most artists fail here because they make the letters too straight. Watch how I curve the edges to follow the arm's form. This is what separates a sketch from a professional portrait. I know Cloth textures and intricate t-shirt details can feel overwhelming without guidance. If you have ever felt stuck on a fold or a shadow, I want you to pick up your pencil and draw along with me. I have designed this tutorial to cover everything from the depth of the collar shadows and the physics of natural folds to the sharp lettering and the metallic sheen of the medal. If you want to master these high level skills and be the part of a community that values the truth in art, subscribe and join my journey. I'm sharing everything I know about charcoal, pastels, and more. Comment below which specific texture should we tackle in the next video. Look closely at the dark band on the arm. To create that realistic seam or stitch look, I'm pulling a thin, high-key light tone immediately above the darkest shadow. This contrast is what creates the role of the fabric. I'm following that up with mid-tonal soft folds to finish the arm. And finally, carving out the A of India. Precision at this stage is what separates a sketch from a masterpiece. Notice how the shadow of the trophy falls across the letters. This is a falling shadow. I build this from light to dark, ensuring the letters that stays crisp while the fabric remains soft. We are now moving to the champion typography on the torso. I am carefully mapping the borders of each letter before I even think about the fabric underneath. By now, I am sure many of you have recognized those determined eyes. This is Jemimah Rodrigues. This portrait captures her at the pinnacle of her career, celebrating India's historic first ever title win at the 2025 Women's ODI World Cup. Her unbeaten century in the semi-final against Australia wasn't just a game changer, it was a statement. With 292 runs in the tournament, she has become a symbol of pride for every aspiring athlete in India. Drawing a champion like Jemimah requires more than just skill. It requires an understanding of the weight of the moment. For the medal itself, I'm using the hardest charcoal pencil for the rim and then, watch this, one single sharp stroke of the monozero eraser for the ping of metallic light. Now for the champion's text, notice how the D in India is partially obscured by the trophy. This overlap creates incredible depth. We are adding the final sharp borders to the lettering now. These tiny highlights are the jewelry of the drawing. This masterpiece isn't just about technique. It's about honoring the sweat and triumph behind this jersey. If you're interested in owning an original piece like this or want a custom commission, feel free to reach out via the links in my description. As we approach the final stages, cleanliness is as important as shading. I use a kneadable eraser to lift charcoal dust from the highlights and a regular foam eraser to keep the borders of the paper pristine. I want to give you a pro tip, that is, if you struggle with smudging, place a piece of glass in paper or a simple clean sheet under your hand. It prevents the natural oils from your skin from ruining the delicate charcoal layers. We are just moments away from the final reveal, but before we step back to see the full transformation, I want to ask you something. Art is a long, often solitary journey, and having a community to grow with makes all the difference. If this tutorial helped you see light and shadow differently today, or if you simply shared that same pride for Indian cricket and Jemimah's historic 2025 win, please hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support my work and ensure we keep pushing the boundaries of charcoal art together. I am already planning our next deep dive into soft pastels and hyper-realistic portraits, and I would love for you to be a part of that story. And don't just watch, let's talk. Drop a comment below. What was the most challenging part of this jersey for you? Is it the fabric folds or that metallic shine on the medal? Your feedback is exactly how I decide what we draw next. And now, here is the final look, a tribute to a champion rendered in nothing but dust and light. Thank you for being part of my art journey today. To keep improving those shading skills, I have handpicked these two videos on your screen. Click one of them and I will see you in the next tutorial. Keep creating and keep dreaming big.